Hello everybody, and welcome back to another exciting episode of the wonderful, webulous Project Zomboid Banana Save File, the episode where we're going to finish the wall and then head back to Muldrow, which is going to take an episode or two. We'll see how long it takes to finish up the wall, how much time we have left, and then kind of figure out from there how long it's going to take. Now, the good thing about heading back to Muldrow is that it is pretty much a straight shot from where we are. All we need to really do is follow the highway back. Now, if I remember correctly, on the way from West Point to Muldrow, we came across a couple of really thick hordes along the highway, so on our way back to West Point, we're probably going to have similar situations. With luck, we'll have the ability to avoid them almost entirely, so long as our sprinting remains high and our exhaustion remains low, and we can kind of just weave our way through them all. But before we do that, we do want to ensure that our third safe house that we kind of have been building up is nice and safe. And by doing so, we're going to be finishing the Great Wall around it. It's not even that great of a wall. It's a barrier between it, us and them, essentially, between the walls and the grand opening where the zombies could roam from. Once that's done, we can move on. So I'm excited. I'm excited to head back to West Point. To be honest with you, I'm very excited to go back and just be back where I know is safe. Get back to work on the Grand Fort, and then start clearing out zombies as much as we can. Making sure West Point, from no matter where you're from, is entirely safe to roam around. That's going to be part of the excitement for me. Now, why is this door wide open? Oh, okay, it's fine, actually. Alright, so let's get back to it. We have not that much to go. I'm actually going to hit this wall right here. I do want to take it down, just because it's sticking out and it's kind of obnoxious. Come on. It shouldn't be that hard to take out. Wow, there we go. So we got, what, one plank there. We can do something with that later. We might just slap it up on one of the windows or something, because one plank is just going to kind of stick out like a sore thumb. With all the logs we're going to be getting, we'll be using exactly the amount of logs that we typically get. So it's not necessarily something I want to go ahead and grab. So let's go ahead and start grabbing up some logs. Now, I did get somebody in the comments saying I should just right-click and grab. It might end up being quicker that way. It depends on where I'm clicking. For me, I think it's quicker just to pop this open because I can actually grab a huge chunk of logs and to say, I want all four, and just grab all four and have no problem with it, as opposed to clicking one after the other, and having to manually do that. Now, why is he not grabbing the logs right now? That's kind of weird. Huh. How about saw them up? He's actually not doing anything. That's bizarre. Maybe I'll have to relog. Okay, I will be right back. I'm going to quickly relog the game and see if that fixes it. Okay, we're back. Let's see if that fixed it. I'm hoping it does. We can saw them. Yeah, there we go. I don't know what happened there, actually. That's kind of weird. I wonder if it's because he was like the shotgun shell bug. With shotgun shells, if you're reloading and then you try to perform an action while you're reloading, it actually breaks it. I'm very curious if it's very similar with the logs themselves, which wouldn't be utterly surprising, but it'd be the first time I've ever encountered it. But either way, I digress. We will move on and continue doing what we were doing prior. So we'll go ahead and saw up these logs. We have 6 nails, so we're going to need to crack open another box of nails, which is not a big deal. We'll go ahead and do that. There we go, and we'll crack this open. We'll have plenty of nails to play with, and we'll go start putting up some walls, and then I guess we'll go wait out the rain. Or we'll just do what we did last episode. We'll go in, we'll dry off, we'll come back. We'll go in, we'll dry off, we'll come back. Just so I lower the chances of him actually getting sick, which is important to me. Just because that can kill me if I'm not careful, which is, you know, relatively problematic. Alright, so let's go swing up here, and we will start building wooden walls. Let's just find, there it is, right there. I just need to find where that wall came to an end, so we can start slapping them all up. 2, 3, and 4. Good. Perfect. Okay, good. One of the other things I could do, and I probably will, is actually knock down this wall that's right here. There's no... Oh, the rain stopped, actually. That's awesome. There's actually no point in having it now that I have this door up. Now, the point initially to have it was just to get the door up and running, but now that the door's up, we could probably chop it down almost no problem. So let's go ahead and, without really worrying about anything, not necessarily no problem, but just not worrying about anything. So we can come out here, and we shouldn't have any issues. Now, this little divot is going to be a little blemish on the beauty that is this wall, but that's because I ended up putting the the water collector right here, when somebody actually succinctly pointed out that I should have put it up on the roof. That would have been a much smarter decision for me because it would have been safer, easier for me to access within the little building itself, and would have been made my wall look a little bit prettier. But it's a little late for that, so nothing I can really do about it. And again, it's really just a tertiary safe house, not something I'm going to be really bothering with all too often, just for my trips to Muldrow if I need to make any more, setting up for the future, etc. Seems like we'll be fine, though. Alright, we'll go ahead and start sawing these up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice and easy peasy. We can actually check. Again, I'm going to keep on looking at our carpentry skill to see where it's sitting. We have broken the 1,000 mark. We just need to do that about 6 more times, which is going to require more construction than I'm probably going to be doing in the near future. Well before, I assume, episode 100 will not even come close to that. I should say we'll cross that well after episode 100, not well before. I think you all knew what I meant. And then after we put these walls up, we'll grab them some food, keep them at its full strength. We are maybe 2 trips, so this trip and 1 more trip thereafter, and we should be done with the wall, which is actually way earlier than I expected to get it done. I knew it was going to be a few minutes, but not that bad at all. We want to go here. Let's pop the wall over here. 1 here, and there we go, 1 here. And what we can do here is just go ahead and climb up this. We can get into our safe house this way, which is awesome. Nice, easy way. Now, you might be wondering why or what purpose this is going to serve when I build a wall around it. Well, because the walls themselves can be broken down, if zombies are coming in over here, I can kind of swing out this way and break down a piece of the wall very quickly and just escape out that way if I truly, truly need to. I think it serves a great purpose still, and we should be just fine having that there. And especially if zombies are busting down walls over here, there's a very small chance they're going to be swinging out that way and coming around the corner. So I'm not terribly worried about it. Alright. 8 logs here. We'll just go ahead and grab all of them. He'll only grab 4. He'll only grab his max capacity, which is not that many. So we'll go ahead and grab a couple of these. Start sawing away at these. I will give the command after I grab the 4th one. There we go. I don't want to break it like I accidentally did last time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sawing up logs. How incredibly entertaining is it to just sit here and saw up logs? Survival games at their finest. 1 more. Just 1 more. Good stuff. Good, good, good. Alright, we'll just swing out the back. This might be the last trip we have to make to put up these walls, and we should be fine thereafter. Hoping. Fingers crossed. Once we see it around the corner, we could probably figure it out. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's a good chance we'll maybe need to make one more wall, if I'm doing my maths correctly. 1, 2, maybe a little bit more than that. 3. And if we put 1 here, so we can meet it up, we'll need 2 more. 2 more. That should be good enough. So we'll only grab 2 logs, because that's all we'll absolutely need to finish this up. Then we're going to pack up, and what we'll do is we'll spend the rest of the day and night here, and then we'll pack up in the morning and head out to kind of optimize how much daylight we're going to have during our trip, to try and avoid rather any or as much nighttime traveling as possible. I do not want to run into zombies during the night at all. It's typically a bad idea in general. And if my character gets exhausted, etc., he's going to have a hard time spotting them. He'll spot them late. It'll just be problematic all the way around, and I don't want to deal with that. Alright, we can barely run. We have an empty water bottle, so we'll fill that up in our water container over here that actually gathered quite a lot of rainwater, which is really, really good. God, he is moving so slow. Just gotta move him. Gotta move him fast. Up and around. Last 2 pieces of wall. That's all we need, man. You got this. Let's do it. Alright, there we go. Good, and then 1 more. Perfect. Awesome. Alright, well, Now we can head inside and, again, not really worry about the rest of the day. We can actually have him relax. I think he's deserved that much so far, at the very least. Let him sleep the rest of the night away, but we'll give him a good dinner before bed if he gets hungry. We're going to keep him down here while he waits. He can just diddle around till about 8 o'clock at night. We'll get him in bed, and we'll head out in the morning. Oh, right, let's fill up our water thing. That's a derp maneuver if I ever saw one. So we'll drink first, then we'll fill the bottle. There we go. Nice and easy. How many water bottles do we have on us? 2 extras. We'll leave the nails here, because we have plenty at home. Again, we're going to keep... Holy crap, that scared the shit out of me. This game does that so much. Oh, just random lightning all the fucking time. Alright, so we're looking good as far as carrying capacity is concerned. We'll grab some food for the trip. We'll sleep on the couch tonight. We'll give him a good night's sleep right on the couch. He deserves it. And we'll head out in the morning. Following the main highway all the way, we should be alright. I'm excited. I'm excited to get back to West Point. I'm really excited to continue building, and I'm really excited to start clearing out zombies. Ensuring West Point is basically as safe as ever could be. And then we can come down to Muldraugh. Keep on doing that. There we go. Alright. What do we want to bring? We'll take this early. We woke up a little early this morning, which is fine. We'll take that time to get ready. So we're going to have some... I think we'll bring some orange soda, because that's going to be good and filling. And we'll eat a ham for breakfast, just to get us nice and prepped. We'll take the other 2 hams with us, and we'll take some peanut butter. That should be plenty. Truly, truly should be enough. Let's go. Wait, sledgehammer. Holy crap, I almost left off the sledgehammer. That would have been really, really, really bad. Where's the sledgehammer? Oh god, what do I do with it? Did I put it up here? No. There it is. Okay, we're good. Pack that thing up. Could take the shotgun as well. We'll take a look at what our carrying capacity is until the sledgehammer gets packed up. Then we'll make that decision. 6 out of 10. We need to go to 8. We'll take the sawn off. See how that does for us weight-wise. And we can take the 5 shotgun shells if we need them. Alright, that's it. That's our max. I'm not going to take any more than that. Let's just go. Here we go. Out into the wild unknown. Alright, so the way we're going to do this is we're going to follow the main road right here. We're just going to follow this all the way. This should lead us directly to West Point. No sidetracking. Just follow the 4-lane highway. It's going to be dangerous a little bit here and there, but we should be alright. It's like right around here that things get a little bit hairy, if I remember correctly. At least begin to get hairy. Luckily, we're not exhausted this time around, so we should be alright. If we can sneak through them, we'll be in good... Okay, he crossed the street and used the sidewalk. He follows the law. Yeah, see, it's already getting a little crazy over here. Luckily, they're not seeing me for one reason or another. She did. Alright, maybe they did. Alright, moving. Moving quickly. No, thank you. I do not want any. Thread the needle, keep through, try to stay on the side that has the least amount of zombies. Cut through a little bit, just like that. Cut through this way. I don't want to stay near the trees either, because they could come out of the trees. Especially if they were on the highway and rain made them wander off behind the trees. They could lurch out of there at any minute. Right when we get past these 2, we'll stop running. We'll allow him to get his breath back, and we should be fast enough to keep away from most of them. And the rear ones should get bored relatively quickly. Okay. Can hear one. Okay, we can move out. I will thread the needle here, just right on through. Nice and easy. Did I bring beta blockers? Because I could take some right now to kind of block the panic. We'll go ahead and take some beta blockers. We'll take 2. Hopefully that'll be enough. Yep, see the panic starting to go down immediately, which is good. Panic down. Don't know how many pills are in beta blockers, but we're going to keep doing. We're going to keep on downing them as we are fighting, essentially, and running through, because I don't want to lose them and lose accuracy, especially if I need to fight them. Could go ahead and kill one of them, just to, you know, bring up our ability. and see what they had on them mostly. But I like to bring up my blade as much as I can. I don't know if I want to take the opportunity while traveling to do that, though. Probably should maintain traveling the entire time. Keep on moving, buddy. Nice and easy. Down the center lane. Switching lanes real quick. Throw on that blinker. Merging with traffic. Here we go. Looking good. We'll stop here for a little bit. Let him catch his breath. Every time we have a clearing like this, it's very important that you stop running and you walk. You will walk faster than the shamblers. The walkers will be slower than you. And you just want to make sure you gain back your breath as fast as you can, so that when you have to come to areas that are thicker in the zombies, or an area where you feel like you want to speed it up a little bit, you have that opportunity. But you want to save it mostly for when there are zombies around. So we're good there. 1, 2, 3. Not bad. 1, 2, 3. There's at least 4 here. One's a crawler. I guarantee it. Yep. Just because there's no blood around it. Typically, is it going to be a crawler? Only time they're dead is if there's usually blood around them to indicate that they've been killed. Moving forward. Let's take a look behind us. Nothing. Just a single. Let's kill him off. Let's get him. Down you go, Belle. Nice and easy. Put you to sleep. Put you out of your misery. Now, let's... Alright, looks like we're going to be pretty clear. We can actually zoom out a little bit and then look forward by holding down the right click. A little bit of a cheaty way to do it, in case you didn't know. So zoom out with your scroll wheel as far as you can. Whoop. As far as you possibly can. Then right click to bring your weapon and move the camera forward like this and back, forward and back. You can see if you can see anything up ahead. And that's where it seems like the game is going to end. That's how, this is where the game starts loading in chunks, right there. So we're going to go ahead and move in and keep on plowing away. Getting zoomed in. Look at all those pixels. Look at all those pixels. Alright. We're going to go ahead and loop around this guy. But if we were safe as far as zombies are concerned. The reason I did that was to see up ahead to see if there was a lot ahead of us. If it was worth burning our sprint or not, just to speed up time. And it was. There was nothing really up ahead, so we could sprint and use up our exhaustion a little bit. Now we are coming across a small little pack. If there's only these 4, we should be fine just to walk past them without burning sprint if we don't want to, but we can keep moving. Even just short bursts of sprints like that just to get through hairy spots is totally okay. Sprint management in long travels is important. Now, if you can try and... If you see something like this off to the side that's not on the road, try to sneak by it. If you only attract 1, no big deal. If you attract all of them, then go ahead and run away from them. But if you can sneak by them and get away from them, you can guarantee yourself on the way back, if you have to come back, that they won't be in the middle of the road and won't be more difficult for you to deal with. Which is the reason you want to get by them, because you want to leave them on the side of the road. You want to make sure that next time you come around, it's not going to be that difficult. You don't have to waste bullets, or fight them, or risk running through them if you absolutely have to. So that's just a little tip and trick for you. So this highway trip hasn't been that bad so far. We can hear some trees rustling, which is, I think, just her. Keeping an eye ahead of us. It looks like we're going to run by them and we'll do a little reconnaissance on the map real quick. So we'll go ahead and run by them, then we'll scroll all the way out and take a look. If we look back, they're not that close. Not bad. Wait for the next chunk to load up. Yeah, nothing really, so we can go ahead and move in. And we can continue running. Burn up a little sprint. Nothing really ahead of us to worry about, so we don't need to save it for anything. And now's the point where I go, oh, Mathis, you forgot to bring towels. That was something I was telling myself mentally right before I started the episode that I needed to bring, because it's going to rain, obviously. And now I am here without a towel, and it's raining, and that is a huge problem. A very huge problem. Something that I'm going to have to fucking deal with now. Damn it. Oh, that's just not going to be fun. Alright, well, we want to save our sprint now, because particularly when we get damp to the point where we start slowing down because our clothes are heavier, we're going to need the sprint more than ever. That's for sure. Alright, let's kind of push forward a little bit here and hope that we come across a building or something that we can kind of dive into. Alright, here comes another hairy part, a very hairy part. Let's get by this little pack. This is why having sprint now is very important. Looks like we'll be alright. And that looks like that might be the thick of it. Let's stop for a minute. We'll not stop, but walk. Try to gain it back. Maybe even sneak a little bit. See if we can get by them. Now the guys on the side are going to be the hardest ones. And there's a very good chance they're going to see us anyway, as you can see. So we're going to go ahead and just sprint on ahead. No real reason to try and sneak by anymore. There's still a ton of zombies, and we're getting damp, so we need to kind of get through this really, really, really fast. Alright, we can do this. Just go, okay, go through. Gun might be good here if I was really feeling it. I'm just going to keep pushing him. He needs to keep moving. Now there's a gas station. I vaguely remember this. Oh, man. Alright, we got to keep going. We got to push. There's so many. There are just so many. Alright, stop here. Try to keep him, let him have his breath back a little bit. Can't really stop long, though. We will push up this way. Then I think what we'll do is dip right here. And try to avoid the side of zombies over there. And keep on moving. We are soaking wet. It is thunderstorming. And things are looking pretty rough. But it looks like we're out of the thick of the zombies. So our next problem is going to have to worry about rain and sickness. Nothing up ahead as far as houses go. I want to keep moving to a particular point where I feel 100% safe. Or at least as safe as I'm going to be. Push up. This is probably about as safe as I feel like I'm going to be for a little while here. So I'm going to wrap this episode up here. We will continue our journey starting next episode back to West Point, and hopefully we will not get sick. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you're enjoying the episode, as always, dropping a like and a comment below. Really helpful. And if you haven't, hit that subscribe button for more daily Zomboid just like this. And just as I say that, the rain stops. So we might be alright. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.